Not get sick enough. The warning. Welcome to the Hebrew state of being. I am your humble servant and host for tonight. In a biblical sense, I am Kyle. My rib is down for sleep. My butter for calmness, artist 28. My youngin, Bellason, is down for sleep. So we are in the building, man. Solo Dole. I see my brother, my cousin Mike is in the building. All praises, my brother. Glad to see you here. We're gonna need you to put those scriptures in for us tonight, man, as we get started. So as we are in these end times, and some would call tumultuous times right now, right? There is a question that I want to ask all of you. And I really want you to think about this. Do you believe following all of the news of the day, following every turn, everything that is said by the orange guy or said internationally, if you did all and really saw all of the news wire information. You're on it all. Do you believe that you will be able to stop what is coming? If you knew exactly when the bomb was going to come, if you knew exactly where the invasion was going to happen, if you knew exactly how they were going to collapse the dollar or how our food supply was going to be cut, what could you do? Would that information really save you? Because as you spend all of your time looking at all of this, are you preparing for what's coming? You don't really have that much time. Are you working at the same time? Are you raising a family at the same time? And as you have the 2 hours of freedom after you get off work, after dealing with kids or whatever responsibilities, you spend it watching every waking moment of as the world turns. Do you think you'll be prepared for what's coming? Do you think that you could stop what's coming? I don't think so. Not you alone. You raise your neighborhood, say you got 50, 200 in your neighborhood. Let's say you got 200 in your neighborhood. You can rally 200 of your neighbors, stockpile guns and all. Do you believe that you can stop and save yourself from what's coming? A lot of people believe that. And that's so erroneous. And they spend so much time trying to align themselves with some type of preparation, some type of knowledge of the world, knowledge of the politics and the trickery, the global economics of BRICS and America, where to move your stocks, move your money to. It won't. You can't. 200 members of your community, guns stockpiled, you still won't be able to stop the collapse of an America or United States. You still wouldn't be able to stop the global conflicts. You still wouldn't be able to stop the wars that are happening, the New Riviera that the orange guy wants to put on Gaza Strip, the war between Ukraine and Russia, the newfound friendship between the United States and Russia. Did you have a hand in doing any of those things? Were you two able to change any of those things? Can you save yourself from those things happening? By watching them, by being engrossed in their process. We have all of the world is engrossed in this process. Everyone's talking about moves. Everyone has an opinion of how this orange guy is attacking their community, the Hispanic community, the Black community, this community. The fact of the matter is that all is being attacked. The fact of the matter is, as much as I know it can't, watching them can't save me, can't change my community in a righteous manner. It can change it. It can make it prosperous, but not in a righteous manner. I, too, am looking forward to seeing what is in Fort Knox. I want to know if there's gold in there. I'm betting that there isn't. I'm betting that if there is gold, there's more gold than there's supposed to be. Either there's no gold or there's too much. And America has been stealing it from so many other countries. See, what you don't know, at one time, because America's dollar was so great, other countries would send their gold for us to hold it. But about 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 to 2 years ago, there was a thing called repatriation that was going on. And all these countries were telling America, we want our gold back. Because everybody internationally can see where this is headed. All they can do is ask for their money back, their gold. Even though they know all that's about to happen, they can't stop it. They can't protect themselves from it. They can only hope to put their money together. The title of our lesson tonight is Being Aligned Gets Your Prayers Answered. Being aligned with the Most High and not the world will give you what you need in the world. But the vice versa cannot be said. Knowing the world cannot get you the covering, the grace, and mercy from the Most High. Say it one more time. Being aligned with the Most High can answer your prayer that you need to get through this world, that can affect this world. But this world cannot affect what the Most High does for you. Understanding that simply should make you reprioritize your attention. Your attention should not be so concerned about the fear that they're projecting. It's not the propaganda that they're projecting, not the lies that they're projecting, but understanding that the Most High can affect your position in this world by being aligned with Him and praying to Him. Title of the lesson, Being Aligned with the Most High Gets Prayers Answered. When whatever they do happens, every human being, when they are fully under the understanding that their hands, their money can't save them, they're quick to drop to their knees as the last resort, hoping, praying that somewhere in their life they did something that the Most High was pleased with to deliver them from the scenario and the situation that they're in. This is universal to whomever God they're praying to. I see Milton in the building. So if we know that that's the end result, if we understand that paying attention, being a prepper, knowing everybody's business, getting 200 people in your community, stockpiling guns, food, and all that, can't stop the fall of the United States, where it would leave you, even with the provisions you may have, only for a short time. You're going to run out of food. You may not run out of bullets if you don't have to kill, but you eventually run out of food. The Most High is the one that can deliver you, provide the rain for your crops, put you in a place where you have fertile soil. After all, the Most High provided the fertile soil for us to plant or to search for. Knowing that everyone in the end breaks down to their knees to ask the Most High to see them through whatever situation, calamity, or scenario they find themselves in, then it would behoove all of us, right? No matter your color, creed, size, background, it will behoove all to be aligned with the Most High before you go into the drama, before they make their decision on what they're going to do in behind closed doors, where you have no say-so over. The people that's supposed to have the say-so, they don't have it. They're now mad at Elon because he's overriding all of them. They asked Trump, Elon's not a member of Doge. He's not a elected official. He's not a member of the White House. Trump said he's a patriot, and we should all be happy with what he's doing. He says his Those people are doing a great service. They're young and great. And Elon has all access to all the information that Doge is doing, but no liability of being a part of Doge. If you don't see the collapse of something and think that you can try to make sense of stupidity, you can try to make sense of a con, or you think that you can make sense of the 3-card molly that you know is being done in front of you, then you've already lost the battle. You're not even supposed to participate in the 3-card molly because it's already rigged. You know it's rigged. You are supposed to be aligning yourself with the Most High that will see you through all things, whether you lose, gain, keep on going. The Most High, Shaddai, being aligned with him allows you to go through everything. Let's go into our scripture. Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 28. Telling y'all now, these people out here playing games, and you can get caught up in a 3-card molly and not align yourself with the Most High and find yourself at the end still trying to call on to the Most High to save you, praying that you had some type of work, some type of favor stored up with the Most High. I'm telling you, this is how you put your work in. This is how to have that favor. Proverbs 28, verse 9. He who turns a deaf ear to instruction, his prayer is an abomination. So when you are given wise counsel, when the Most High speaks to you directly, and you ignore that little voice, right? When the Most High is speaking to you and you're ignoring that voice because, one, you don't want to do it. Two, it's being drowned out by the news that you're watching, by the people's commentary, by the reactions to all things. You may not be able to hear the Most High talk to you, but still the Most High counts that as ignoring him. So when your prayers are sent, he doesn't hear them. Oh, that's a mean God. You want a God that just lay down and do whatever you say, right? Whenever you, no matter what you do, pops a finger and make everything right, that's a genie. That's not the Most High. I hope you don't pray to genies. In the Muslim culture, they call them jinns. You wouldn't want to pray to a jinn. The Most High says, verse 9, he who turns a deaf ear to instruction, his prayers is an abomination. He who misleads the upright into an evil course will fall into his own pit, but the blameless will prosper. That's all the way to verse 10. The blameless will prosper. So as much as this politicians, this world governments are lying, cheating, mistreating their citizens, not paying proper hire, not being upright, as it says here, misleading the upright into evil, thinking that do as thy wilt is the way it is what freedom is. True freedom is doing all the iniquity, evil that you want to do, praising whatever entity, whatever energy, whatever spirit you want. Those people are going to fall into destruction. That's what we're saying. Before I went to the scripture, I outlined all the wars that we're looking at. I'm outlining that they're heading for destruction. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 1, verse 15 through 17. Verse 15. And when you lift up your hands, I will turn my eyes away from you. Though you pray at length, I will not listen. Your hands are stained with crimson blood. When we follow this world, when we believe that anything we do is no sin, there is no law of sin that we must adhere. If the police didn't stop me, if I don't have a charge for it, if it's not the laws of this world and this land, then I've done no wrong. I've not done one abomination. I haven't lied. We're not counting that. They call them little white lies, right? They didn't cheat. Well, you know, they've been cheating too, right? Get them before they get you. Steal, kill, gossip, covet, do all those things in this world, and it is nothing. We like and dislike on social media, vouching for things that we don't even know are true. Retweeting, gossip about Diddy, about anything. All that's part of the commandments that the Most High says is blood on our hands. When we raise up our hands in prayer, he says you got blood on those very same hands. Verse 16. Wash yourself clean. Put your evil doings away from my sight. So the Most High is not saying that blood on your hands is just murder when you take someone else's life. No, it's the abominations, it's the sins. He says, wash away your evil doings away from my sight. Cease to do evil. Verse 17. Learn to do good. Devote yourself to justice. Devote yourself to justice. You wonder how you're going to be saved in the end times? Do you have a reputation for justice? When people see you, do you say that that brother is a fair acting brother? That brother is a spiritual brother. That brother is about the Most High. That brother's not about playing. He's not trying to cheat. He's not trying to steal. He's not trying to gossip. You don't see him on the block doing none of that. I see Ryan in the building. So when people start to go crazy and want to go rob and want to go steal and want to go and kill, your reputation precedes you. Your aura, your energy, one not to play with, one of the Most High's children, one you don't want to test. I can go kill a neighbor. I know this dude professes. I know this queen, this Akoti professes to be a child of the Most High, and they walk the walk. I might have to pass over that house. You don't think that happens? You don't think that's a real thing? You don't think that's a karma? If you believe in karma, you don't believe in nothing else, then believing in karma, understanding if you do justice, justice comes back unto you. The scriptures is telling you the same. The Most High is telling you this is a personal relationship, though. I'm not going to play with you with psychology or psychosis. When you raise your hands after you not know my laws of Exodus 20, not knowing my statutes, and you commit these sins, and then you ask for my prayers, I may not hear you. As we say, watching this media, watching what the orange guy is doing, and not spending time with the Most High and know what he's doing with you, how he's moving, you may want to reconsider your time, reprioritize your time. Isaiah chapter 1, we read 15 through 17. And when you lift up your hands, I will turn my eyes away from you. Though you pray at length, I will not listen. Your hands are stained with crimson blood. Wash yourselves clean. Put your evil doings away from my sight. Cease to do evil. Learn to do good. Many of us have to learn to do good. I had to learn to do good. And what does that mean, to learn to do good? We all understand what good and what evil is. No, we had to learn how to enjoy goodness. I mean, that's the real. We are all clear on what goodness is. We're adults. We should not be confused about what is good and evil. Many of us can't find enjoyment the way we found it in evil in the good. You have to learn to enjoy the good things to where it starts to feel as good as the things you cherished when you did evil. That's a real thing. Yeah, ouchie, ouchie. Yes, yes, my brother. We have been born and was, as you can say, raised on the tit of evil. We have been raised on enjoying evil. Our children should be with breast milk, not with Similac. Now your child grows up with all kind of different eczema and this and that because it's not right, but it's milk. But it's not the breast milk. It's not from the source. All of this joy that we think we're having is a fake simile of the real joy. The joy of the world is something that you have to constantly run after. I'm going to say it again. The joy of the world is something that you constantly have to run after because most of the time your joy is connected to something that cost. And if you haven't colonization gauntlet, gotten yourself a good degree and played the game right and got you some real good monies, it's hard to sustain the things that we are addicted to in this world. The things of the Most High are many times absolutely free. Peace of mind, absolutely free. Discipline, absolutely free. The joy of the sun, the joy of nature, absolutely free. The joy of being in your home, to not have your spirit hopping all over the place and feel like you got to be at somebody's bar. You got to be in somebody's face hearing some type of gossip. You've got to be on the scene. If your dolphins get off because of the worldly entertainment, it's hard for you to enjoy peace. It's hard for you to enjoy hearing the Most High speak to you in the beginning, even though you already understand how wonderful it is to have the same creator that created the sun and the moon to be talking to you right here, right here. But the song in the club is banging. The women are hot. The alcohol is flowing. It feels really fun. Costs a lot though. Drinks about $15 a drink now. It's $10 to $15 a drink. That's yours. That's not the girl you're trying to impress. That's not the next date. Hoping to try and get something that you think is an ultimate orgasmic experience. You pay quite a bit. I see Congo Tremaine in the building. So everything of this world that we or so-called enjoy that we have been raised on the tit to absolutely have to be able to say that we're having fun has a major price to it. And if you are not being a slave to the world to pay for your fix, the world looks at you as a failure. You feel like a failure. You're depressed, oppressed. You are hateful. You believe in nothing. You believe scriptures is a lie. You believe any supernatural thing is a lie. But the fact of the matter is you bit the apple. The Most High and his law and his good is things that we have to learn how to enjoy. We have to truly break ourselves. The fiend has to break itself from its addiction. Let's go to Psalms 66. Psalm 66, verse 18. Had I an evil thought in my mind, the Most High Shaddai would not have listened. But Shaddai did listen. He paid heed to my prayer. This is what we're talking about. The title of the lesson is Being Aligned with the Most High Gets Your Prayers Answered. And it says, if I had evil thoughts in my mind, not that he had done evil thoughts, but the evil thoughts in his mind would stop the Most High from hearing his prayers. Does that mean any evil thoughts in my mind? We all have evil thoughts. We live in an evil world. No. What it's saying is the thoughts that what I'm praying about, if it is of evil, if it has any twinge of a get back, any twinge of unrighteousness to it, the Most High is not going to hear it. Before I come on, I need to meditate for a few minutes. I need to calm myself. I need to call upon the Most High. I need to align myself and my spirit with the Most High before I come forward. If you are not aligning yourself and taking the time in your everyday actions, when you get upset, when you start getting frustrated, when the world is coming at you fast, if you're too afraid to cut the phone off, to take a second to align yourself with the Most High, if you can't pull over the car for a minute, if you can't cut your ride share off for a second, just so that you can compose and align yourself, then understand you really giving up all of your freedom to your devices, to your needs, to your fiend, your addict ways. I see Yolanda's in the building. Aligning ourselves with the Most High, clearing our thoughts, not having any evil thoughts, having a spirit of calm and peace, having a spirit of gratitude, having a spirit of love before you go in with the Most High. Yes, the Most High sees everything we do. Yes, the Most High hears everything we do. But now you are addressing the Most High. Your spirit needs to be of love, needs to be of righteousness, needs to be of justice. I told you, when I have had times where I felt I've come across an enemy, when I felt as though I was being crossed, my prayer to the Most High is that Psalms 35, when David says, Most High, I am so tired of the iniquity. I am so tired of the argument. I am so tired of the back and forth. I am asking for you to come and bring your judgment, even if the judgment be against me, even if I'm wrong. See, when you get to that point, when you at that point of wanting to end strife, to end confusion, to end evil around you, you pray that prayer, that Psalm 35, and you asking the Most High to judge you as well as everyone else. That means you are truly done with the shenanigans. You're really done playing. And when you start living your life in that manner, you are aligned with the Most High. That is your alignment. Breathing, meditation and prayer, preparing yourself to go into conversation, into commune, into intimacy with the Most High. Psalm 66, verse 18. Had I an evil thought in my mind, the Most High Shaddai would not have listened. But the Most High did listen. He paid heed to my prayer. When you're praying for righteousness, when you are walking that walk of his law, he hears you. He covers you. You may not know how much patience you may need in it, but patience is a virtue because you are trusting not in man, not in flesh, not in the things that you can see. You are actually conjuring, as the witches would say, as the evil would say. Let me tell you, evil is nothing but a copycat of the Most High. It's the opposite of it, right? It's the same power. How you use it. We as adults in this hour should understand that the power of the Most High is something that is ever omnipresent. The Most High says, the power that I have given this earth, the power I have given you as humans, you have, as they tell you sillily in the church, that the Most High gave you the choice, gave you the gift of choice. He gave you the power to choose him or the world. And the talent that he's given you, you can manipulate for good for him or for the world. The Most High has given you the power, you talents you were born with. What are you going to do it with? Where are you going to place your talents? What are you going to produce? It's the only question. Let's go to Exodus 20, verse 5. Exodus 20, verse 5. You get the power of fire, right? The power of fire that the Most High has bestowed upon man. You can use that to mold bricks, to refine gold, or you can use it as a blowtorch to kill. This is the supernatural power that is given to us, and we can use it for good or for evil. Exodus 20, verse 5, and it reads, you shall not bow down to them or serve them. For I, the Most High Shaddai, am an impassioned, not jealous, impassioned creator, visiting the guilt of the parents upon the children, upon the third and upon the fourth generation of those who reject me, but showing kindness to the thousands of generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. This was the going into Exodus of our 10 commandments that was given to Moshe. That's the preamble before he lays out the 10. Saying that if you follow these commandments for thousands of generations, I'll hold your family. I'll hold your name. I'll hold your blood. But for the ones that go against, your children may find themselves following the same curses as you. Isn't that the famous book of your boy T.D. Jakes, Break the Cycle? What cycle is T.D. talking about? The curses, which in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, outlines that we will be called bywords in the end times, that we would not be known as Yasharala. So we known as slave, we known as nigger, we known as black, we known as anything but the child of the Most High, and Hebrews are Yashraelites. For lack of a better word, Israelites. Why I say lack of a better word? Because Israel is the Khazarian way of pronouncing our home. So let's go to Second Chronicles, chapter 7. As we align ourselves with the Most High, we are aligning ourselves for the future. As we align ourselves with the Most High, we are learning to enjoy goodness, because you may find yourself, and I'm going to say this, you may find yourself in a post-United States, but still on this land. Without the amenities that the United States had, you may not have this internet. You may not have TVs. You're still going to have what the Most High has provided for you right now. If you learn to enjoy those things now, like going outside, gardening, swimming, fishing, doing things that is of the nature and of righteousness, then when you lose this ability to communicate, or you lose this ability to go to the nightclubs as they did through COVID, that you could find righteous things to find joy in. And when the rest of the world is going crazy and thinking that everything is going to hell in a handbasket, and you're like, actually, as you throw your line into the water, say, man, this is pretty doggone peaceful. I'm kind of, yeah. You know what I mean? Some of this is real simple. We make it real complicated. Second Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. It says, when my people who bear my name humble themselves, pray, and seek my favor, and turn from their evil ways, I will hear in my heavenly abode and forgive their sins and heal their land. Why would we need to pray to anybody else? All it seems is that we have an action to do, that we have a open access to our Creator, a door that doesn't close. Why would we need to pray to anybody else? Why would we need anybody else's blood? Why would we need that? I'm going to read it one more time. Second Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. It says, when my people who bear my name, as I just told you, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68 said that we, the ones that bear his name, would be called bywords. Everybody else know who they are. Irish American, Kosovo American. All these people know where they come from, their tribe and their people. They're not a byword. They weren't taken in ships into slavery. It says, my people who bear my name humble themselves, pray, and seek my favor, and turn from their evil ways, I will hear in my heavenly abode. No mediator. He didn't say Michael gonna get it, then Michael gonna run and holler at me. He ain't say Raphael. He ain't say none of the angels was gonna get the message, or this dragon, this seraphim, was gonna get it and fly it on up to him. No. The Most High said, if you humble yourself and you pray and you seek his favor, gotta turn from your evil ways, though. Gotta learn to enjoy goodness. He said, I'm going to forgive you for your sins. No middleman needed. Just me and you. Two-man game to the hoop. I just need you to stay right there in righteousness. Let's go to Micah chapter 7 as well. Verse 7. Micah chapter 7, verse 7. Yet I will look to the Most High Shaddai, and I will wait for Shaddai who saves me. My Shaddai will hear me. So he just told you in 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14, how to be heard. And here, Micah says, I know that I trust only in the Most High, and I know that the Most High hears me. Say, I look only to the Most High. Stop looking to the news. Shalom, I see Truth Matters 222. You can watch the news. You can be concerned and scared all day. But if you don't have these scriptures in your day, if you don't have the Most High in your thoughts, if you're not praying and talking to the Most High, if you're not aligning yourself with the Most High, then how do you expect your prayers to be heard? How do you expect to be covered? Why are you relying on when all else fails and all of your money's out and all of your power, your strength, all of your connections can't save you and your family, that you then drop to your knees? Shabbat all praises. You drop to your knees. If you know that that's the end result for white, black, Asian, purple, green, or blue, at the end of the day, everybody drops to their knees. If we know that's the end result, why we don't start? Maybe if we start with the Most High, start with dropping to your knees, you will never get to the destitute scenario. You will never find yourself in fear. You will never find yourself in a place of danger. No matter what's going on with everybody else. The Most High is not concerned about everybody else. He's concerned about the ones that are praying unto him. Let's go to Job. Job chapter 22, verse 27. You will pray to him, and he will listen to you, and you will pay your vows. Ooh. It says, you will pray to him, and he will listen to you, and you will pay your vows. So what's a vow, guys? I mean, I think this is an important thing for us to understand. What is a vow? You vow to do something, right? It's sort of your word. Well, it's not sort of, it is your word. In today's society, it doesn't count as your word, but the Most High does see it as that way. See, where they took the word vow, they went to word vouch, and then the word vouch became the word vote. Look up etymology of vote, and they'll bring you all the way back to vow. Then they're going to tell you when it turned to vouch, and then they're going to tell you how it's now vote. Pay denotes something different, because today's society, right? When we vote, we just go in. It doesn't cost anything, right? See, that's the difference between the Old Testament and the New. That's the difference between the old and today's society, this captivity that we're under. See, your word meant a whole lot more in the past, because everybody understood that your word was life or death. And like my brother just said, an oath. That's what your vow, that's your word, that's your oath. You stand by that. You pay for that by standing on that. I know that's the popular phrase these days, stand on business. And most of the time when someone is saying stand on business, they're about to clash with someone. They're about to prove that they are victorious in something. Is that not right? When you're standing on business, you are letting it all be known to whomever, right? You are saying that this is the truth. This is the rock in which I die on. That's what vow meant, to stand on business. And that's what you see in Republicans standing on business. The Republican Party, they're standing on business. They vow, vouching, and putting the work and paying for it. And what they said about the Democrats gave fake promises. They couldn't get us to pay up to push them into the next administration. The Most High is saying, I need that for me. I need your vow to me. I need you to stand on the business of Exodus 20. I need you to stand on the oath, the commandment that you made, that I'm still standing on for you. The Most High says, I change not. That's why Yasharallah still has not ceased. Means his covenant is not going to change. It says here, you will pray to him and he will listen to you and you will pay your vows. You will decree and it will be fulfilled. So again, standing on business, you're going to decree it. This is where I stand on the Most High. I'm not going to do the abominations. I'm not going to eat the pork. I'm not going to show up on Sunday and worship something that I know is of a lie. I'm not going to integrate their lie into the Old Testament of my Father, of my Creator, of my Shaddai. It says, and you will decree. So right after he says you will pay your vow, he says you will decree and it will be fulfilled. When others sink low, you will say it is pride, for he saves the humble. He will deliver the guilty, and he will be delivered through the cleanness of your hands. I see Vanessa's in the building. Chawa. Most High says, you decree it. You stand on the business law. That's the business of the Most High. I don't know if y'all knew what the name of the corporation that the Most High is running. His company is of righteousness. His company is the law, the firm of the law. That's what the Most High is running. Thank God, all praises to that truth matters. That's the business that the Most High is running. I don't care what you hear anybody else say. I don't care what they tell you in the New Testament. I don't care what they tell you in the Quran. I don't care what they tell you in the rabbis' Talmud. I don't care what they tell you in the Buddhist temples. The only thing that the Most High is pushing is the law. How he judges is on his law. Nothing else. To be aligned with the Most High is to be aligned with his law as you are aligned with your property taxes and the laws of this land. 27 through 30 is what I read. Let's go to Psalms 139. Right there. There we go. Psalms 139, verses 23 and 24. Examine me, O Ahijah, and know my mind. Probe me and know my thoughts. See if I have vexatious ways, and guide me in ways everlasting. Okay, we back on our theme of learning to enjoy the simple things of life. I'm not saying don't catch your football games. I'm not saying don't watch your YouTube. I'm saying start learning how to wean yourself off of electronics and what the world provides as entertainment. Start learning. Nobody does this quick. I've been in this 6 years. Nah, I've been doing this show for 6 years. I've been in it for 10 years. So understanding that this is not something that happens overnight, that your flesh gonna want the things that it wants. The Most High understands that the Most High is working with you. If you are walking towards the Most High, He gives you strength. He renews you. He shows you the errors. He gets the people away. If you don't keep the bad influences, calling them loved ones, around you, then the Most High will absolutely save you from all of the evil ones around you. The Most High is very good at moving people away when you call upon Him. When you ask Him for peace, when you ask Him to rule over your life, you're gonna find that the things that you are now moving to, when you start liking the real things of this world, your friends can't find joy in them. They don't see the joy that you see in it. So therefore, they kind of tend to slide away a little bit. They back off you a little bit. They fall off, as they say. Some of us think that that means that you're no longer friends with them. No, they're respecting you, and you don't get it. Many don't understand the respect that the Most High gets because they've never walked with Him properly. They've never made that stride with Him. So when people start backing away and start giving them a different look, they most likely, they 9 times out of 10, they take it negatively. They think someone is talking behind their back or saying something ill about them or no. They are seeing your aura, your energy is protruding from you. Your choices is now what you stand on. Your choices are now making you look new to them because you're on. That's respect. Allow them to work it out because the Most High is working on them. Because as they are looking at your transformation, they're questioning themselves. They're questioning what they're doing. And every time that world fails them, they look at you and say, damn, you ain't having none of these issues I'm having over here. You that peace thing really so Friday night, sundown is when you shut everything down on. Yeah. You don't spend no money. I'm just asking. I'm just wondering what y'all do. That's the respect. That's people that's crying out saying that, this world is kicking my butt, but you look like you may have the route to some peace. You may have the route to some answers that I need in my life. That's what the Most High is saying to us when we are to vouch and to vow and to stand on it. When we are asking the Most High to examine us, to know our mind and to probe our thoughts, it's because we don't want to steer anyone else the wrong way. When we accept this mantle of walking and aligning ourselves with the Most High, we want to speak that properly. We don't want to misrepresent the Most High or His words. So we ask the Most High to examine us, continue to pull that flesh out of us, that fleshly desires out of us, and replace it with His Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, that gives us a new desire, a new taste. Let's go to Genesis 4:7. And in that Psalms 24, they're asking for an everlasting guidance. This is a lifestyle. It's not a religion. It's a lifestyle. Going to Genesis chapter 4, and then we got one more verse, and I'm gonna let you guys out of here. Genesis chapter 4, verse 7. And it says, surely, if you do right, there is uplift. Surely, if you do right, there is uplift. There is uplift, but if you do not do right, sin couches at your door. Isn't that interesting? How right and sin kind of became two different things. See, doing wrong may be making a bad decision, or not a bad decision, making a decision off of your flesh, off of your selfish desires, narcissistic desires, or your fear. Get them before they get you. It may not be a sin, but it was a choice that was not the right choice. So then it says, when you start making these type of small things that you think aren't really big choices that are wrong, sin is around the corner for you. Sin saying, oh, you out here choosing today? Sin is coming around the block like a pimp. Like, oh, you on the block? You out here choosing for you? You out here messing over your brothers and your sisters? You being selfish? You being narcissistic? You dishonoring your mom? You dishonoring your pops? You out here doing some things? Well, look here. I got a sin for you, just for you. Get you addicted to gambling. You take all the money out the household. Get you addicted to whatever it may be, clothes, shopping, anything. Sin is waiting for you when you make decisions that aren't the right decisions. Every bad decision isn't a sin. It's just selfish sometimes. Sometimes it's self-entitlement. But sin says, I like all of that. I like all that negativity. I like all that dog eat dog. I like all that only the strong survive. I like all of that bravado, baby. Lead you down my alleyway to the red light district. I got you. He said. So our last verse for the night, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3. Making the right choices starts with understanding what righteousness is, understanding why you choose to do righteous, why you will take the lesser, why you will help the brother when he's not saying he needs the help, when someone in your family needs the help, but they're hard-headed, they just won't accept it, but you do it not because you think they're going to thank you for it or even appreciate it. You know it's the right thing to do. Some people can say, you know what, you pig-headed, you just got a bad attitude. That's not a sin. But you know it's right. You choosing not to do it. You're allowing flesh to stop you from doing the right things. This world has many traps to get us into sin. And then sin just wants to get us into death. The Most High is offering us life. The Most High is offering us everlasting guidance. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3. Entrust your affairs to the Most High, and your plans will succeed. The Most High made everything for a purpose, even the wicked for an evil day. I want y'all to meditate on that. I'm leaving you with that. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3 and 4. Entrust your affairs to the Most High, and your plans will succeed. Verse 4. The Most High has made everything for a purpose, even the wicked for an evil day. Don't find yourself with the wicked. The wicked will be destroyed. Even though they are breathing and looking like they're winning, they're there for a time. They're there for a reason. It's not yours. You don't want to be there when they get their justice. You don't want to be there when the purpose that the Most High has made them comes to fruition, comes to reality, formulates itself to a reality. Because that evil person may be there to destroy. You think they got a weird way of communicating. Being on their good side is better than being on a bad side because you don't want to catch the fate of what everybody else is catching. That's not standing or vouching for the Most High. That's lukewarmness. That's the spewed out the mouth. That's right, my brother. We love the Most High by keeping his commandments and caring for all his creation. Absolutely. All praises to the Most High. Make the right decisions in your life. Learn to enjoy goodness. Learn what goodness is through his Old Testament, the Torah, and the Tanakh. Help take your time. Wean yourself off of this world and learn to enjoy the simple pleasures of the Most High. All praise to the Most High. We'll see you guys on Shabbat. Shalom.